Week 38 Bricklink Store Tracker, and what a week. Apologies in advance for the slightly strange voice. Head cold after a bit of a week, so we're back kind of making the usual content. So this week's Store Tracker has a few new things to take us through, but essentially the same format. So total orders for the week 605 from 26 stores, giving us an average of 21 being the average. So everyone once again in the top 10 is above average. But obviously the big news of the week was the Lego Bricklink integration and the downtime that ensued from that login process, and ultimately the struggles a lot of people had consolidating and integrating their accounts. I'm sure everyone's seen plenty of people saying, that's me, I'm done, the world is over, the chicken lick and doom mongers are all out there for everyone to see. To give you an idea, and this data comes from BLMetrics, of the day of the integration, sales fell to below 5,000, a little bit above 4,000, and rebounded to close to 8 following that, and had been tracking around that 8. There are some blips there, but essentially 8,000 orders a day on the platform, dropping off to closer to 4,000 during the integration, and then rebounding and steadily increasing over a period of time. So yes, it was bad for everybody, and from our kind of 26 stores we saw about 100 less sales across the board. So let's most people's numbers are rubbish this week, with a couple of exceptions. Bricks Warehouse obviously at the very top. They are first in total items with 2,281,000, but only fourth in unique lots. And if you take their listed store pricing and divide it by the number of parts you get the part per price that they rate their store at, giving them a part per price of 28 cents. Now this is going to be interesting next week, because we'll be able to see what kind of money stores are turning over, which is probably controversial, but hey ho. Pretty Bricks up another place. They've been a dramatic climber. They held steady with 64 sales week on week. They are 5th in unique lots, but only 33rd in total items. They're 401,000 and a little bit parts, giving them an average price per piece of 66 cents, which, you know, is up there. It's up there. It's 3rd on this list, so interesting. Fantechnic falling down 1 to 58. That's a drop of 7, so that ain't too bad. All in all, kind of just outside my usual understanding of the tolerance. They are 32nd in unique lots and 53rd in total items, with 224,012 parts, giving them an average price of 44 cents per piece listed. Noah staying steady at number 4, a drop to 46 on his sales in the week, down from 62, so a fair old drop. He is first in unique lots still, but 17th in total items, with 538,693 parts listed, giving him an average price of 28, which is equal with Bricks Warehouse, and third cheapest. Bricktastic climb again this week, 42, so a drop of 10 with the time down. They are 67th in unique lots and 194th in total items, 57,221,000 parts, giving them an average listed price of $2.88 per part. What will be interesting next week is to see how many parts they are selling from this. Obviously they may upload, but I'll be able to see the uploads in BLMetrics and adjust accordingly, I hope. Goldie Bricks Zone up another one, 45 last week, 41 this week, so not too bad. 16th in unique lots, 12th in total items, 45 cents per part. Tanya climbing again, Sydney Brick Emporium. She definitely goes up and down this chart an awful lot. It does vary quite widely, lots of ups and downs. 42 last week, 33 this week, third in unique lots, ninth in total items. Gives you an idea that she is a major player in the market. 681,136, average price of 60 cents. So whilst their kind of average price difference to the 6 months average is very similar to Noah, given that their percentage is quite similar, seriously more expensive. Ashburton Bricks down 3 this week after falling 3 last week as well. 62 last week, 33 this week. So a big drop, the biggest drop there is here. 28th on unique lots, 10th on total items, 635,120 parts, giving them an average price of 21 cents, making them the second cheapest on the list. Papa Bricks up 1, 27 last week, the only store to improve on last week's sales with 32, a jump of 5, so within tolerance, but great work. 11th in total items, 25th in unique lots, 621,702, so not too difference between Goldie Bricks and Papa Bricks, but they certainly didn't do as many sales as Goldie Bricks, but their average price is sitting at 37. And lastly, Brick Womble down 1, swap places with Papa Bricks essentially. 22 this week, so a drop of 11. Another one kind of hit hard by the downtime. Second on the unique lots behind Noah. 20th on the total items. 522,122, giving them a store per piece average of 19 cents per part, which makes them the cheapest on the list. And as I say, we'll be able to get some rudimentary idea of sales made over the next week and see what kind of revenue people are making. What I was going to show you was just the trend tracking. Weekly averages sitting at a bit of a low, but certainly not the best week the worst week that we've seen. Week 35 was lower, and there was no downtime in that. The weekly average also actually it's lowest by 1, I think. And how did I fare? Well, this date has not been updated. Hang on. There we go. That one and that one. Yeah, so I did way under the average this week. As you can see, I only actually did 13, but I was closed as well, so that isn't to be too unexpected. But there you go. All in all, a decent week despite the drama that went on, and we'll see how this pans out next week. Not sure how everyone else's stores have kind of been enjoying the time since the downtime, but it's been pretty back to normal in my own instance, so we'll see how that affects things next week.